Some of America's first veterans have been found. Researchers discovered the remains of 14 soldiers who fought in the Battle of Camden during the Revolutionary War.
12 of those soldiers appear to have fought for the Continental Army. The Battle of Camden took place almost 8 miles north of what we now consider to be downtown Camden. The 1780 battle was a disastrous defeat for the Continental Army, but it spurred a leadership change in America's Southern forces. Our Chris Joseph has more tonight near that site.
The researchers tell me that the 12 Continental soldiers were either from Maryland or Delaware. The other 2 remains represent a British soldier and a North Carolina loyalist. The researchers now are trying to learn more about these soldiers' lives and honor their service. Signs mark the Battle of Camden above ground, but researchers with the University of South Carolina and the South Carolina Battleground Preservation Trust were looking for what's below.
The team that removed the bodies, it was an awestruck experience to watch them do their work.
Using metal detectors and archaeology, the team discovered 14 remains, including 12 Continental soldiers. 2 of the soldiers appear to be teens. The remains were a reminder about the realities of war.
Hot August day, and the losers weren't there to bury their dead, and the winners were the British. And I don't think they took much time in digging graves.
The only one that was buried deep, and he was only 18 inches or so down, was the British soldier. And he's the only one that was buried ceremonially. We know that because we found him with his arms crossed across his chest. Everybody else was just dumped in a hole, some face down.
The researchers are now faced with a dual purpose: to learn about the soldiers' lives and to honor their sacrifice. At Friday's press conference, the researchers were joined by former Kershaw County State Senator Vincent Shaheen.
200 years ago, veterans weren't treated like they are today. After a battle, they often were forgotten. Whether they lived or died, their service was often forgotten. And the mere fact that these first patriots were left on the battlefield tells you that things were very different then. And part of what we are trying to do today, as we have exhumed these bodies and plan on a wonderful ceremony that everyone will be invited to when they're reinterred, is make up for those past wrongs.
Once the analysis is complete, reinterment ceremonies will be held in April. If you want to honor those Continental soldiers, mark your calendar for April of next year. The reinterment ceremonies will be from April 20th through April 22nd. Reporting in Camden, Chris Joseph, WIS News 10.